So I'm Eric Williams. I'm the CEO of Unified Defense and Print Service Manufacturing. I'm responsible for the vision of the company, making sure that we're moving forward, winning contracts, and creating great partnerships.
I'm Tom Roster. I'm from CTI Systems out of Luxembourg. I'm VP Sales. So we have different sectors that we are serving. It's mainly aviation, but not only. So we're also in material handling systems. And so I'm responsible for all these different sectors.
So I started Unified Defense in 2016 as a government contracting company, and it's what we did for a long time. In 2022, we acquired Print Service and Manufacturing, which is a contract manufacturing company on the commercial side. And so by forming those two companies, we've become a real powerhouse. We like to say we've got big company muscle with small company hustle. And so we get a lot done across the globe. And so we're building other people's products and or building our own products for the government, specifically in ground support equipment, maintenance stands, dollies, carts, things like this, but also making parts that go on buses, air conditioners, doors, you name it. If it has a metal product in it, we probably make it.
So we are actually, the guys for the extraordinary. We do more specific equipment, just to fit the needs of customers. So we have some products like the stacker crane or tele platform, which is actually known on the market since 1974, where we also presented the product. So it's actually the equipment of choice to paint aircraft or to make line maintenance on aircraft. That's one of the key products, but still we are doing a lot of other things. So we look at problems which customers may have, and we find solutions for those. So we are a very engineer-oriented company. So we are 210 people in Luxembourg, and basically half of the team is engineering-based. So that's more or less what we do. So it's very diverse and different products that we deliver.
We're problem solvers at our core. And so when we're working with the government, for example, we're coming in and trying to understand not only what maybe the engineers think the problem is, but we're talking to the people on the ground floor and saying, this is what we understand the problem is. Will this solution work for you? You know, we take a real continuous improvement mindset into all of these solutions. That's how we got involved with CTI and working with teleplatforms and some of their other solutions, understanding, hey, a maintenance stand may be great in this one area, but what would really work is if we had something to remove JLGs from the equation altogether, and instead we're able to maneuver around the aircraft to more quickly turn aircraft. So at our core, really what we're doing is problem solving in a unique way that matters to the customer.
I think what makes us special is indeed the tailor-made spirits. So we are always looking to find best solutions for customers' problems. So also in Europe, we are one of the Airbus suppliers, and they're also the solutions that we find are very diverse. And that's also what Airbus appreciates at CTI, because we always come up with out-of-the-box solutions which makes people very happy, and especially customers. Yeah.
I'd say, like most other industries right now, everyone's struggling with skilled labor.
Yeah.
And what that turns into, right, is what we saw at Robbins, where they have a harder time turning aircraft quicker because the people just may not be there. And so what we're doing is finding more efficient ways to do the same processes so they can do more with the same number of people they have today. I don't think that problem is going anywhere, so we're finding ways in conjunction with CTI to solve these problems in a very intelligent way, as opposed to just doing what's always been done. They want these aircraft to last 50, 100 plus years, but they have not always treated the support equipment the same way. This partnership is changing that, where CTI's equipment and our expertise in the US is making equipment that lasts for generations, but also in a very efficient manner.
I actually share exactly what you said. So maybe also one topic is also just cost pressure. So everything has to be rendered more and more competitive compared with suppliers from other countries. So that's a very big point. And also the regulatory is also getting more and more complicated to actually achieve what customers need. Cybersecurity and all these topics. that's a challenge also for companies like us and also for customers.
Yeah. Similar to the problem-solving theme I keep going back to is we're talking to those men and women on the floor who are doing the work to try to understand what their pain points are and not provide a solution that is more of a Band-Aid, but a solution that's a cure to the problem. It's a tough problem to solve.
Efficiency, which is a top priority to make our customers' processes more efficient and safe. Also, safety is a very big topic. So, for instance, if you look at our stacker cranes, we developed a system, so-called twin scan system, which allows us actually to avoid collisions between the man lifts and the aircraft. So we have a special process where we scan the aircraft and where in live actually distances between machine and aircraft are checked and controlled. And so this gives us the opportunity to slow down when we come close to the aircraft and even stop motion when we almost touch the aircraft. So collisions are basically rendered impossible. And that's one of these examples. Yeah. Other things is also to automate as much as possible where it makes sense. Certainly, so not for the sake of automating, but it's actually where it makes sense to automate the processes. Yeah, that's more or less where we try to make work more efficient and also to help operators to do it in a good and safe way.
And building on that, what our customers like with Twin Scan is that, as Tom said, when you approach the aircraft and slow down, it allows an operator who maybe is going to see drift or maybe see extra movement in a man lift, avoid all of that. So they can slam their control forward and know that it's going to be safe. You eliminate aircraft strikes and automate processes with movement along the aircraft. So that's been a novel technology. I'm glad you said that. For us, in conjunction with CTI, we won some really large government contracts incorporating the teleplatforms and paint and depaint hangars on bases around the country. And then also new vertical tail solutions we call the VertiDock to address how to paint, work on, and depaint the vertical stabilizer of the aircraft. These are massive innovations, especially for the U.S. government, that really needed an upgrade in some of these areas. So we're very excited about that. It's a funny story for us because we met at MRO Americas 3 years ago. One of Tom's coworkers was putting up their booth. We happened to help, got to talking. We were right next to each other. And that blossomed into us being their U.S. partner, winning tremendous amount of contracts with them and creating something that is very rare nowadays, which is a true partnership. Company who wants to take care of you and you take care of them. We work very well together. And we met right here at MRO America. I
actually share exactly that same statement, so I could repeat it, but it's exactly what is going on, and there's a big trust between the companies, which took some time, but still it was immediately fit. So it's, My expectations are already actually in MRO business that it will also grow. Continue to grow, because also growth, there's more and more aircraft produced. Also the CAGR is more than 6% up to 2030. So it's clear when more aircraft are produced, there will be also opportunities to do more business in MRO business. And this will certainly happen. And the other thing is also there will be new, more sustainable aircraft programs. And this, again, also will have a big impact on the needs of the market. There will be other programs, other means required to do that. And so I'm looking very positive in the future. So after COVID, it took some time to recover, but now things are moving quite fast. And I'm very happy with the situation today. And I think it will also continue like that for the coming years. Yeah, we're seeing the same on the government side where equipment is aging out and new technology is becoming available. So we're open to not doing the same thing we've always done. We're open to embracing change and growth and looking at new
technology and new ways to do this. And so we're seeing more opportunities than we have in years on the ground support equipment side, as well as the tele-platforms and Vertidoc and things like this. So my vision for the future is to continue to grow. I'd love to see in every paint, depaint hangar more efficient ways that we're turning these aircraft around. And that's going to involve tele-platforms, Vertidocs, and our wing stands.